COVID-19 impact on Himachal Pradesh economy and states response. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, several countries across the world resorted to lockdowns to flatten the curve of infection. These lockdowns meant confining millions of citizens to their homes, shutting down businesses, and seizing almost all economic activities. According to the International Monetary Fund, the global economy is expected to shrink by over 3% in 2020, the steepest slowdown since the Great Depression in the 1930s. On 24th of March 2020, the Government of India imposed nationwide lockdown for 21 days, limiting the movement of the entire 1.3 billion population of India as a preventive measure against the COVID-19 pandemic. It was ordered after a 14-hour voluntary public curfew on 22nd March, followed by enforcement of a series of regulations in the country's COVID-19 affected regions. The lockdown was imposed when the number of confirmed positive coronavirus cases in India was approximately 500. Observers stated that the lockdown had slowed the growth rate of pandemic by 6th April to a rate of doubling every 6 days, and by 18th April to a rate of doubling every 8 days. The first case of Corona-19 pandemic in India was reported on 30th January 2020, originating from China. Slowly, the pandemic spread to various states and union territories, including the Himachal. The first case was recorded in the region on 20th March 2020. The pandemic has been a unique economic shock that has triggered both supply and demand side shocks simultaneously for economies around the world. Increased uncertainty, lower confidence, loss of income, weaker growth prospects, fear of contagion, curtailment of spending options due to closure of all contact sensitive activities, the triggering of precautionary savings, risk aversion among businesses, and resultant fall in consumption and investment leading to first order demand shock. The economy suffers multifarious effects of lockdown from its interconnected sectors. Disturbances in one sector lead to disturbances in the other. Though, though the extent of changes varies. COVID-19 has disrupted supply chains, and this has generated spillover effects throughout different levels of supplier networks. Trade in 2020 has fallen in every region, and this has brought restraint to all sectors of the economy. Himachal Pradesh witnessed multi effects on its economy, which are given under the following heads. COVID-19 impact on states' economy. COVID-19 has many overarching effects on almost all sectors of economy, ranging from acute to minor. Present chapter analyzes its impact on the main components of state economy under the primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. Primary sectors: forest and lodging, and mining and quarrying. HP has abundant supply of forest resources that are included in the primary sector. The COVID-19 lockdown has had a strong impact on its growth, which is given in following figure. The highest fall under primary sectors can be seen in the mining and quarrying, followed by forestry. This is due to the nationwide lockdown for Corona-19 outbreak, which forced everyone to stay at home to maintain social distancing. The unavailability of labor to work in forest and lodging on the one side, and the decrease in the demand on the other side led to twin shocks to these sectors. Second sector, manufacturing, organized and unorganized, and construction. Manufacturing and construction is the backbone of any economy. These are main components of the secondary sector, which accounts for second highest percentage share in GSDP. The following diagram shows contraction in this sector. The unavailability of manpower due to lockdown is the main reason behind the fall in the growth rate of manufacturing and construction in the state. Tertiary sector. Transport, storage, communication and transport by other means. Transportation is a part of tertiary sector and has important role in economy of the state. Absence of other means of transportation through airways and railways make road transportation play an important role in the hilly terrain. Following figure gives the contraction in this sector. Transportation by other means has the highest dip of -28%, whereas transportation, storage and communication has -16.2% fall in 2020 to 21 due to COVID-19. Okay. Tourism and hospitality sector. Tourism remains the main source of revenue generation and employment in the state. COVID-19 forced lockdown which caused the worst hit to the tourism sector in the state. The following figure presents tourist inflows in the state since 2010. Arrival of tourists sees a variation in terms of year-on-year growth rate in the state. However, a large variation in the growth rate is seen in the time of countrywide lockdown, which not only forced domestic tourists to stay locked in their homes but led to foreign tourists staying back in their countries due to ban on international flights. The table below shows the highest -81.33% contraction in the arrival of tourists compared to the previous year. Following table 312 presents the index of tourist inflows in the state with the 2010 as the base year. Okay. In 2020, the arrival of tourists was 24.22% as compared to tourist arrival in the year 2010. In other words, there was -75.88% contraction in the tourist arrival in 2020 compared to the tourist arrival in 2010. Arrival of foreign tourists saw the highest contraction of 90.59% in 2020 as compared to 2010. Now, the impact of COVID-19 on health sector. Due to COVID-19, there was obviously strain on available health infrastructure. There was diversion of resources from other sectors to the health sector, from initiatives to tackle COVID-19 impact on the vaccination drive due to restrictions was also observed on health targets of the states shown in the table. The first dose given to children of age more than 12 months of measles and rubella has been affected, and similarly doses of DT5, TT10 and TT16 given to the children of age more than 23 months have also been affected to a large extent due to pandemic as compared to the previous years. So we can see it. This sector has been hit very worst effect on it. Every component of the state government family planning program has been hampered severely by this pandemic. So families in the state under NFSA, National Food Security Act, were given quota of food grain for 2 months in April itself on a priority basis. Social security pension for widows and physically challenged people were increased to 1,000 per month. Because of this, the upcoming apple season, which continues to be source of livelihood for a majority of states' population, 300 plant protection centers were kept open to facilitate farmers. HP COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund was set up to send free essential supplies like PPE kit, masks, sanitizer, etc. to health workers and food and medicines to communities. Government took various steps to ensure appropriate returns to growers on fruits in general and apple in particular, HP government has coordinated with the other state governments to ensure timely availability of labor, raw material, cotton, and other material at reasonable rates. So special arrangements were made to take imported high-yielding, high-density apple plants from controlled atmosphere store to post-entry quarantine sites. So the next is resource mobilization by the state government from own sources. Salary cut of 30% for the public representative chairpersons and vice chairpersons of boards and corporations. Imposition of cess on the sale of liquor, which led to an additional income of 100 crore to the state exchange. No increase in dearness allowance for employees and dearness relief to pensioners. PDS system and lower tariff has been rationalized. Interest-free loan from GOI. Government of India provided interest-free loans amounting to 450 crore, out of which first installment of 225 crore has been released. Repayment period for this loan is 50 years. Amount released to road and rails is 72.33 crore. Amount released for water supply and management 41.49 crore. Amount released for other facilities 11.18 crore. Following additional investment of 100 crore was made to strengthen health sector to fight the impact of COVID-19. 47.71 crore for super specialty block Chamiana, 30.35 crore for new OPD block IGMC, 11.81 crore for completion of AIMS Bilaspur, 10.66 crore for mental health center at RPGMC Tanda. Okay, so government of Himachal Pradesh received loan from government of India of 450 crore total, and the loan is being given in installments. The first installment of 225 crore has been released already, and HP government has to repay the loan in 50 years, and it is interest free loan. I hope it's clear. So out of 225 crore, HP government released 72.33 crore, 72 crore on road and rail. For water supply, it is around 41 crore, 41.49, and for other facilities 11.18 crore, and additional 100 crore was given to the sectors to strengthen health sector so that we can fight easily with the COVID-19. And 47, approx 48 crore for super specialty block Chamiana, 30 crore for new OPD block IGMC, 11 crore completion of AIMS Bilaspur, 10 crore for mental health center at RPGMC Tanda has been given. Immediately relief by state government. Social security pension has been paid to 5.69 lakh persons in advance every month for the quarter ending June 2020. The pension amount admissible for the old and specially abled has been increased from 850 to 1000 per month. All the ration card holders of targeted PDS has been given rice, wheat flour and dal for 2 months in advance. Enhanced emoluments paid to Anganwadi workers, mini Anganwadi workers, midday meal workers, Silai teachers, Panchayat Chaukidars, parafitters, and all the all the employees like Jal Rakshak, parafitter, parapump operator, Nambardar from April 2020. ASA workers has been paid off additional incentive of 1000 in the month of April. May and June, and 3.13 crore has been spent on it. While during July to December, the incentive has been increased to 2000, 9.44 crore has been given to these employees. Thus, total relief amounting to 12.57 crore was paid to ASHA workers. Increase emoluments equal to 50% of grade pay was paid to contractual employees. Conveyance allowance to the blind and orthopedically challenged employees increased from 500 to 750 per month. Daily wages were increased for various categories from 250 to 520 to 275 to 572 from April 2020. Per hour rate of part-time workers was increased from 32 per hour to 34 from 1st April. Advance payment of wages has been given to the daily worker, part-time worker and water cards. Extra gratia payment of 50 lakh has been proposed for non-health and non-sanitizer workers doing COVID-19 duties in addition to health and sanitizer workers who were already covered under the scheme. This is in addition to the normal ex gratia given in case of death of government employee in service. Next is state government decided to release the benefit of retirement death gratuity to NPS employees retired died in harness between 15/5/2003 to 21/9/2017. Despite having a weak financial position and COVID-19 crisis, an amount of 110 crore has been released during the current financial year. Help to PSUs. State government has released total grant equity subsidy amount to 570 crore to HRTC in addition to the budget grant for the current year 258 crore over and above the budgetary provisions. State government has released an additional sum of 40 crore to the HP Tourism Development Corporation during the current financial year, keeping the view of impact of COVID-19 pandemic. So there has been relief provided to various affected sectors, and 35 crore was spent on hotels and industries. And industry and hotels have been charged domestic rate of water supply for 6 months at cost of 1 crore approximately. And the next important is it was also decided to give approval for extension of excise policy 2019-20 up to 31st May 2020 and operation of excise policy 2021 from 1st June 2020 to 31st May 2021. The retail excise licenses were not be required to deposit an excise level for the period liquor vendor remained closed due to the COVID-19 lockdown after 22nd March 2020. Government also gave its approval of extension of toll policy 2019-20 up to 31st May 2020 and operation of toll policies 2021 from 1st June 2020 to 31st May 2021. The toll lessees were allowed to deposit a monthly toll fee for April and May 2020 on the basis of their actual collection of toll fee. Direct transfer of money. State government has transferred 2,000 per month from April to June 2020 in the accounts of 1.26 lakh workers registered under the Building and Construction Workers Welfare Board. Total benefit released was 75 crore approximately. In addition, the board has also provided support to the registered workers toward health needs, marriage and education of their children, for which is sum of 7.33 crore was released. Financial assistance at 2,000 per fisherman to 5,350 registered fishermen of Govind Sagar, Coal Dam, Ranjit Sagar, Chamera and Pong Dam reservoir has been transferred. Compensation to 592 flower grower to the tune of 4 crore has been transferred. So we have finished the third chapter, and you will see the next chapter in the next video, and the detailed questions is being provided in steamyarn.com. You can check the quizzes there and attempt them for every single question.